Hello everyone and welcome to Cutie Pie Collective. Today we are going to be working on the second part of our overlay Mosaic Crochet Hexagon cardigan. Pro tip, if you're going to be trying to do this project at a desk or table, it should be larger than mine. Alright, and here is the graph for this pattern in its entirety. Once again, if this is helpful for you, you can go ahead and screenshot it to follow along. Today in this video, we are going to be working on rounds 16 through 26 to create another one of our flowers and the beginning of this honeycomb-ish design. Now, I went ahead and switched from a black background color to a white. However, the next round we do is going to be in our contrasting color. And if you ever need to double check which round you're on, it's very easy to tell. You can just count up the stripes on the back. All right, now for round 16, it's going to be a pretty simple one. We're going to start with our corner like usual. And then we're just going to be doing single crochets all the way across each side. You'll have 29 in total. So just work one single crochet into each stitch all along the side of our project here. Once again, we work our single crochets in the back loop only, along with our corners as well. So everything here is done in the back loop. Alright, and then after getting all 29 of those, I'm just double checking myself here. Alright, beautiful. We'll just repeat this process on each side, just doing our corner and then 29 single crochets. Right, here's our last single crochet here, and then just slip stitch that round closed. See how it all turned out. Now we're going to go ahead and add in our secondary color here. I decided to switch to white for sections 2 and 3. So we'll be using a decent amount of white here. Just go ahead and leave a tail for weaving and just pull that yarn through our loop and tighten that loop down to add in a new color whenever you need to. Start round 17 with a corner. And then this is going to be another pretty easy, simple round here. We're just going to be doing single crochets all the way across once more. This time there will be 31 of them. Since every time we increase or do another round, we get 2 more stitches per side of our project. So we're just going to work these 31 single crochets in the back loop all the way across. I went ahead and added in our next corner. All right. Just continue this process, doing 31 single crochets per side. All right, home stretch here. One more single crochet, then slip stitch that round closed. See, this is how it looks. Switch back to our other color. Now round 18 is going to start with a corner. I know you're all so shocked. Now we're going to be doing 2 double crochets. The first one drops right into this corner here. Then we're going to do another. Make sure you go into the stitch beside the one you did before. You don't want to stack these in the same stitch. They should be side by side. Now we're going to alternate. Oh, and remember, you're going to want to skip 2 stitches this time since we've done 2 doubles. So those are those 2 stitches. And now we're just going to alternate between single crochets and double crochets. We'll end up making 15 single double pairs. So this is our second one here. So we're just going to go back and forth with singles and doubles all the way across. You can see how that's looking. So we just have our 2 doubles at the beginning and then single doubles. Gives us this nice blocky design here. Once you get towards the end, you'll notice you need to drop 1 more double crochet into this corner spot. Then again, skip 2 and work your next corner. So this is how this row is going to look on each side. Just repeat all these steps for each side of your project. I took a little break here because I wanted to catch up the other half of my cardigan with this one, because I noticed I was starting to get a little bit low on this one yarn, and I wanted to split all of my different yarns equally between the two halves of the cardigan. We'll just finish off these last, I think we have like 2 sides here. Right, here's our last double crochet. Go ahead and slip stitch that round closed, and we'll change color and start round 19 with a corner. I'll give you a quick little look at how row 18 ended up looking. Now we're going to start row 19 with a double crochet right down into this corner space here. Then we'll skip one and do 4 single crochets. I do apologize if you hear any rain and thunder in the background. I do live in an area where thunderstorms are pretty common this time of year. After these 4 singles, we're going to do another double crochet. Now we're going to have a repeating pattern. What we're going to do next is 3 single crochets. So 1, 2, and 3, followed by a double crochet. And we're going to do this pattern of 3 singles, 1 double, 6 times across the sides of our work here. Had to reorganize things a little bit, but let's continue. Again, 3 singles and a double. You can see here, we end up sort of framing out some of these little squares. Let's finish off this side. Once you reach the end here, you're just going to go back to doing, instead of 3, you'll do 4. Then double crochet at the very end. And I'm going to go ahead and drop in this next corner, so I'm ready for the next side. And there you go. So again, we have corner double, 4 singles across here, then repeating double and 3 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. And once you get to this last one, we do 4 singles and 1 more double before working our next corner. So go ahead and repeat those steps on each side of your project. Alright, we're coming up to the end here. Here's our last double crochet. Then we slip stitch our round together. And let's take a look here. Yeah, looking nice. Right, we'll start on round 20. We've changed colors and we start with a corner. To start, we'll do 2 single crochets, then a double crochet. You can see this first double crochet stacks right on top of the first double crochet we did. In our last color row, skip 1 and do 1 single crochet and another double crochet. This one is going to, oh yeah, no, wait. Remember, you're grabbing the color row here. These double crochets are going to go right in the top of those squares we framed out in our last row. So again, 2 singles, double, single, double. Now we're going to have another repeating pattern. This should sound very familiar. We're going to do 3 single crochets, followed by a double crochet. Again, we're just dropping these double crochets right into the center of those squares from before. So 1, 2, 3, and a double. We repeat this 7 times total across the sides of our work. Alright, here's that last double. Then we do single, double, single times 2. And that should finish out this side. Give it a little bit of a nudge there. So again, we have our corner, 2 singles, a double. Again, that double follows this line right up, a single, and then we do a double in the middle of each of these squares, separated by 3 single crochets. When we get to the end of this one here, we do 1 single, 1 more double, and 2 more singles before working our next corner. So just go ahead and repeat these steps on each side of your project. All right, almost at the end here. Just slip stitch. Oh, oops. Yep, missed one. All right, go back. It is good to check each row before you finish and change color to make sure that you have actually gotten all your stitches right. I made a few different mistakes in this project, none of which are very visible, but when I did find them early, I tried to go back and fix them. If I don't find them, I just let it be. No one's gonna notice. Here's how that's looking so far. Give it a little stretch. I'm double checking all my squares now to make sure that I did get them all. But looks good. Alright, since again I'm getting pretty close to running out of this color, I'm going to switch back to this one and get it caught up. And now we can go ahead. You can see I've gotten this one caught up to about where we are here. So now we can go ahead and continue with round 21. We switched back to white and we're going to start with a corner. For this side, It's going to be a pretty easy and repeated pattern. We just start with a double, and then we are going to switch back and forth between doubles and singles, pretty much all the way across our work. We will do a total of 19 double single pairs and then end with one more double crochet at the far side. Alright, we just add this one last double crochet here. I'm going to pop in our next corner just so it's ready. And then you can double check your row. Again, it's just back and forth, singles and doubles all the way across. Starting and ending with double crochets. Now just repeat this on each side of your work. I do find these very repetitive rows a little bit monotonous, but they're not too bad once you get into the flow. All right, last double crochet, then slip stitch to finish your row. All right, now it should look a bit like you have these upside down and right side up Ys going back and forth. Switch colors and start with a corner. For round 22, we're going to work 4 single crochets to start. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. After that, we have a repeating pattern of double crochet and 3 single crochets. And we will repeat double crochet, 3 singles 8 times. So you can see that's 3 singles, and then we switch back to a double. We'll do 3 singles again, followed by a double. These doubles end up falling into these sort of gaps between some of our white doubles from before. You'll see they'll just fall right into those empty sort of 1 block spaces that we have there. And we'll just repeat this pattern across our work, a total of 8 times. And once you've done that pattern 8 times, we're going to drop 1 more double crochet right here and follow it by 4 single crochets. And that will bring you to your next corner. We can take a look at that here. You can see like the flower part of our flower has been framed out here on the ends. Now we're just going to repeat these steps on each side of our project. I did finally run out of yarn right here. So you want to make sure you stop when you still have a decent tail left to weave in. Then I'm going to switch to these cakes here. Now to splice in new yarn partway through your round, you're just going to slip your hook back into the stitch and pull up a new loop through it with your next color. Then you'll want to just hold both of those tails down with your fingers on the back of the project and work your stitches like normal. Then just continue on. Right, once you get to the end of the round, we're just going to slip stitch that closed and take a look. Looking good. Now we'll switch colors and start round 23. Again, starting with a corner. This time we are going to start with a double crochet. So drop that double right into the corner of that previous round. Then we're going to single crochet 5. After that, we're going to start another pattern here, and this should feel familiar. We're just going to do doubles and singles all the way across. Well, until we get back to our flower corner again. So we'll do a double single pair 16 times. Again, just double single across. Once you've done 16 double single pairs, you're going to do one more double crochet right here to make it match on each side. Then we'll do 4 single crochets. Followed by one more double crochet here. And then we can work our next corner. Let's give that a look. And there you go, looking nice. This also has a very fun texture. Now we'll just repeat these steps on each side of our project.
Jaybird singing something about the way things used to be. Now I'm dancing on a wire like a cheap paper tiger, strumming on a heartstring stereo to a song that no one knows, and it goes like this. Hey, hey, yeah, said it goes like this. Say la vie, oh, don't ask me, 'cause it goes like this. Yeah.
And then complete our round with a slip stitch. You can see our flower in the corner. All right, now we'll start on row 24, starting with a corner. Then we're going to single crochet 6. Then double crochet, continuing this colored line up our work here that helps frame in our flower. Then we'll single crochet 1 and then start another pattern. This time, this should also feel familiar. We're going to double crochet and then single crochet 3. So that's 2 and 3. Then double crochet and single 1, 2, and 3. And we will repeat that double crochet 1, single crochet 3, 7 total times across our work. All right, that's our last single 3. Then we're going to double crochet 1, single crochet 1, and then do another double crochet, followed by, so here you can see we just do a double, single, double, and then we follow that with 6 single crochets to finish off this side. After that, we can work our next corner. And let's look and see what we have here. You can see that row sort of helps frame out that sort of honeycomb-ish pattern here. And our flowers. Next, we will just repeat these steps on each side of our project. Sorry for wandering off screen there a little bit. Alright, that's our last single. And we'll just slip stitch that. And that finishes this round. Now we have round 25. We'll change our color and then work our corner. Next up, we will do a double crochet right into this corner here. Then we will work 5 single crochets. Again, remember to skip 1 for each double you do. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we will double crochet. After that, we will do 4 single crochets. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we will have another repeating pattern here of double crochet and 3 single crochets. So basically what we're doing with this row is we're adding a double crochet in the center of these elongated rectangles here, each separated by 3 singles. We'll repeat the double crochet, 3 single crochet pattern 6 times across our work. And once we've reached this point, we have this double crochet, and instead of 3, we'll do 4 singles, then another double crochet, and 5 single crochets, 3, 4, and one more here, 5, and we'll end with one more double crochet. After that, you can pop in your next corner and just continue the pattern. Let me go ahead and give you guys a look though. There we are. You can see we're almost completed with this second section. So just repeat all of those steps on each side of your project. All right, and slip stitch it closed. And that's how this section is looking so far. Looking very nice. And again, this section I think has a very fun texture. All right, go ahead and switch your colors. And we'll start round 26, the last round of this section. Go ahead and pop in a corner. Then we're going to single crochet 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You can see we just go right over this double, and then we place a double right here in the top of this one. This time, just like the first time we started doing our doubles in this color, we're going to do 2 double crochets here. You can see it'll match. This and this will match. So this row should feel pretty familiar to people. After those 2 doubles, remember to skip 2. And now we're going to work singles and doubles 15 times. So that's 1 single and 1 double. And we'll just work back and forth single doubles 15 total times. After that 15th double, we'll do 1 more double here. You can see it follows this colored stripe that we've been working each row. After that, we have 8 more single crochets. One and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And that will bring us to our next corner. Let's take a look and see how this is turning out. Very nice. You can see that color finish is framing in our flower here. Then we have these 2 doubles. That frames in this part of the pattern nicely. Now we'll just repeat these steps on every side. Right, here's our last single crochets. Just slip stitch the round closed. I'll slip in a stitch marker here, just so nothing falls out. And we'll take a look at completed section number 2. I'm really loving these colors. They're so bright and fun. And that brings us to the end of the second section. I went ahead and finished that same collection of rows on my second bit, and congratulations if you're following along. We've completed section 2. I'll give you a little sneak peek here of section 3 that we'll be doing in the next video. This is where we start making the beehive like patterns, which I think turned out very cute. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, let's make something.